Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And finally, Top G is free. That's what I saw here. It says Andrew Tate goes crazy after released. Because Andrew Tate and his brother were accused of human trafficking, they were sent to jail and now they are on house arrest. And I think now, since they didn't find any evidence on whatever they were accused of, now they have been released. Their house arrest have been lifted. So we're gonna see what Andrew Tate or Top G, whatever you want to call him, what he has been, what he thinks about his release, because he was saying before that they would not just let him be free. And the Matrix is out to get him, and you only get three strikes. The first strike is they try to cancel you. If that doesn't work, then they will send you to jail. And if that doesn't work, they only have one last card to use, which is to kill you. And now seems like they have released him, and we're gonna see, because like Andrew Tate is always doing interviews, he's always on the move. He's saying that he cannot be depressed because he does not believe in depression. So what we're gonna see is what this guy has to say. Without further ado, me keep on yapping because I don't even know if he's really released, because like a lot of people on YouTube, they just try to get views. So we're gonna see this video.
Been released off house arrest, and he went ahead and made a video speaking out about his whole arrest. If you do want to join the real world, we have a link down below in the description.
I spent 3 months in a jail cell, in a dungeon, with cockroaches sharing my blanket with me. 3 months. Then I finally got released. 7 months I've been locked in my house, and today a judge decided to let me go. I want everybody at home to understand exactly why that is. Up until now, all of the imprisonment and the deprivation of my liberty had nothing to do with evidence. It wasn't about evidence in a case file. It was the Romanian judicial system trying to decide if, one, I am a public danger, or two, I am a flight risk. And to be fair to them, I am non-emotional, I am a professional, even when I am suffering. And I understand as an international man.
He said he's not emotional. What did he say?
Even when I am suffering, and I understand to them, I am non-emotional, I am a professional.
He said, I'm not emotional, I'm a professional, even if I'm suffering. Yo, that's a bar.
Even when I am suffering, and I understand as an international man of huge financial resource, it's easy to deem me a flight risk. So my liberty was deprived.
This guy knows how to talk. I cannot express that enough, because if you have watched my other Andrew Tate reactions, I always keep saying that this guy knows how to display his message. He knows how to get his message through, and he convinces a lot of people. That is why he thinks that the Matrix is out to get him, because the way he talks to people and he motivates young kids or young adults, because I'm motivated by him too. Like, I be listening to his interviews, I be watching his interviews with other people. So I'm very tuned in with Top G, and I'm happy that if he's finally released, I'm very happy that he is released, because it's been a minute they were out to get him.
Only recently I was charged. This indictment appeared. I want everybody at home to also understand that 3 different federal agencies from 3 different countries have investigated my life for the last 15 months. Every photo I've ever taken, every video I've ever made, every conversation I've ever had, every phone call, 2,000 people who know me were contacted. Every single ex-girlfriend, my vet, my pool guy, my old house cleaner in an apartment I used to have 11 years ago. You name them. If they had anything to do with me, no matter how tedious the link, they were contacted and they were interviewed. Hotlines were set up. Billboards were made. Has Andrew Tate ever hurt you? Do you have any information on Andrew Tate? The media was offering £50,000 for anybody who would give a negative story to me. Find another man who has hundreds of ex-girlfriends and not a single one of them rolled on me. Not a single one of them for money would say I'm a bad person. In fact, they would all say the opposite and defend me and stick up for me. You want to talk about a man of moral fiber? Find another man who can go through that. There's not another man on the street you can find whose ex-girlfriends who wouldn't turn on him. The media, all over the news. Andrew Tate's the worst man that's ever been. Andrew Tate's a human trafficker. Andrew Tate's a crime boss. He's a crime lord. Andrew Tate has all this money from illicit activities. Every penny I've ever made, all of my bank accounts seized. 15 million euros of assets were taken from me. They've been through every single bank transfer that I've ever sent, all of it, head to toe, to put this indictment together. So when this indictment is finally created, it should be an opera, right? It should be Shakespeare. It should show money transfers, victims, old victims from long ago, videos, pictures, medical records. This indictment should be absolutely bulletproof. The indictment was put together. I was held for 6 months without charge. That's the longest possible time I can be held without charge. The day before they finally submitted this indictment, it took as much time as they could. They took it down to the wire, every minute they could, to get this indictment together. And now the indictment's been put in front of a judge. And what has the judge done? The judge has picked up this indictment, looked at it, and said, this is garbage, let him go. They're bulletproof indictment. After all I
Yo, after all this hardship and house arrest and all the accusation, he's finally free. I'm very happy for you, my guy. I hope I see you out in your Bugatti. Bugatti. Where is your Bugatti, man? Where is your Bugatti? You better go grind.
just described, they finally put together a document that the judge has instantly said, let him go, this man should not be held. Anybody who believed this garbage, anybody who was insulting me while I sat inside of a jail cell, saying that maybe I am a human trafficker because of some stupid video from 10 years ago, any of these people who once insulted me or refused to defend me because they were scared, and that is the same thing. Something I haven't realized, a whole bunch of people who are my friends now and on my team now and are now begging me to bring views to their shit podcasts didn't have very much to say while I was sitting in a fucking jail cell. Not very much at all. Don't think I don't know. Me and my team know exactly who was on my team and who wasn't. And I also know what I have done and what I have not done. And God knows the same. It doesn't matter if I get fucked at the end of this. It doesn't matter if I get completely destroyed. It doesn't matter if they put me in jail for life. I know what I have done and I know what I have not done. And I find absolute solace in that. Now I am free. Yes, I will remain free until the trial date when this garbage is finally thrown out and my name is absolutely and utterly clear. Anybody who believes any of this garbage is going to regret it, because I tell you something, Tristan said something to me in that jail cell was completely true. He said, 13 years in the Chateau d'If, and then the world is ours. If you have not read The Count of Monte Cristo, I strongly recommend that you do. In my final act of defiance against the Matrix, I've decided for my...
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I've watched and one of Andrew Tate's interviews. They asked him, a lot of them, like two interviews, around 2 interviews, I think. They asked him if he read books. He said he doesn't. He said that he doesn't need someone else to tell him what to do because he's his own man. He's top G. But like now he's, I don't know. Maybe he was too bored in his prison cell and he had to, but I thought he said he only had the Quran with him, right? Because he's Muslim. He converted to Islam.
Day of freedom, I will visit the mosque and I will pray to God because Allah is the best of planners. And then I will return to my house and stay home. That's right. You locked me up for 10 months. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? I'm a bit tired. I'm going to stay in my house. That's what I'm going to do. I only want to talk to God and I want to be by myself. I don't want to talk to any of these snakes, any of these people on the internet trying to get views out of me, any of these people who pretend they support me and give a shit. When I really, when it gets down to the wire, it is me in a jail cell, me and my brother by ourselves. And all these other people don't seem to fucking give a fuck until there's views involved. Lies get tired. Lies get exhausted. It takes untold energy to continue to prop up a lie. It goes against the laws of physics. There's only so many times you can tell the world I'm a human trafficker with no evidence. Where's the girls? Where's the videos? Where's the victims? Where's the pictures? There's nothing. How many times can you continue to repeat the same garbage with no evidence? Nobody believes it. The moral arc of the universe bends towards truth. And I tell you something, when I am released from all of this, I'm going to use my massive platform and enormous financial capability to launch a charity to prevent this happening from any man ever again. This is enough, and it's going to have to stop, and I'm going to stop it.
But you know, like sometimes there are people who will just say that they are innocent, but they are not innocent. Everyone in their own eyes, they are innocent to some extent, you know. But I hope that the truth has been served. You know, like whoever was in the wrong, I hope it was the Matrix, like he says. I hope that there is not someone outside suffering because of this. I hope that whatever they are accusing him of, I hope that never happened. I hope that it's a lie, because a lot of when people go through stuff like that, it's very hard. They will be scared forever to even speak out their truth, and they will be scared of humanity in general, and that is very bad. And I'm happy for Andrew Tate too, Top G, and we're gonna see more of his interviews now. Like he's gonna be out, he's gonna be putting that shit on. He's gonna go to podcast, to interviews with his Bugatti, and he will be entertained again from the guy. Even though he was on house arrest, this guy was making numbers. He was making videos. He was getting interviewed and talking all the times. So he cannot shut his mouth. So now that he's finally free, he's gonna even open it louder. He's gonna open his mouth even louder. So I hope y'all like this video. And if y'all happy that Top G has been released, let me know in the comment section. If you are a fan of Top G, where's your Bugatti? You know? So I hope y'all have a good night or a good day or whatever time it is over there. Take care.